exhibition park, the real life fun of harness racing. Here they come, an exhibition park.
Winning edge, the leader on the inside. Cocan Vic is racing second. The skipper Fern's off stride. They're three wide, neck into the turn. The leader on the inside, winning edge. Now Cocan Vic settles for second with cover behind the leader. Up on the outside, Port City Elmer goes on, is now second as he goes by the eighth and race on to the quarter. Moving for the lead on the outside, Port City Elmer, he takes command. Then winning edge is racing second. Cocan Vic is third. Up moving on the outside from fourth goes Laurel's Curly up to third, up to second, and swinging for the lead. Quarter 32. It is now Laurel's Curly pacing on top as they dip into the top turn. Port City Elmer second, winning edge is third. Cocan Vic racing fourth. Then it's Corona Adios, Commodore Vic, Bayside Stingray, Skipper Fern trails. They spring through the stretch, come driving on to the half. Laurel's Curly cuts it out, leads by two. Laurel's Curly. And then Port City Elmer racing second, winning edge is third. Cocan Vic moving up on the outside fourth as they go racing by the half, 4 and 1. Into the turn second time they race to the 5/8. Laurel's Curly a little rough pacing with the lead though. And on the inside, Port City Elmer racing second. Cocan Vic is third, winning edge of fourth. Corona Adios out moving on in a fifth. Then Commodore Vic, Bayside Stingray, Skipper Fern the trailer as they go driving on to the 3/4 now. Laurel's Curly by a length and a half. Port City Elmer racing second. Cocan Vic drives third, and they are by the 3/4 now and racing into the top turn. 3/4 37. Up on the outside, Port City Elmer bidding 4, and he takes the lead. Laurel's Curly's racing second. Winning edge on the inside is third. Cocan Vic hangs a fourth. Corona Adios driving fifth. Bayside Stingray on the rail looks for racing room. They spring for home, and on the outside it is Port City Elmer. Then Laurel's Curly second. Bayside Stingray coming up on the inside. Skipper Fern on the outside, and here they are. It is Port City Elmer and Port City Elmer, Laurel's Curly, Bayside Stingray. Time for the mile was 2:09 and 4. And parading down, the unofficial winner of the second race, number 5, Port City Elmer. Black pacing horse, 9 years, by Adios Elmer from Just Maryland. Owned and trained by Bert Quinn of St. John with Doug Quinn driving. The horse scores his third winning trip this season, his fastest this afternoon in 2:09 and 4. Number 5, Port City Elmer with Doug Quinn. Moving. Third race, top of the stretch, fast marked. Hank Ship, Debbie Chodask, Forrest Down, Aaronsmo, Pollyanna G, Sassy Cat, Gideon LaBelle. Here they come. They're off Forrest Down, wings for the lead. So does Pollyanna G from the far outside. Outside of her, Sassy Cat is third. They're 3 wide into the turn, and Pollyanna G goes to the top. Sassy Cat on the outside. He's challenging a second. Forrest Down third. They're by the 8th pool. Aaron's Mo is racing a fourth as they go on up the backstretch. Drive on to the quarter. Pacing on top, but is Pollyanna G. She has the best of it, a length and a half, and Sassy Cat is second. Forrest Down racing third. Aaron's Mo is a fourth. That is Hank Ship racing fifth. They were by that quarter, 30 seconds. Fast Mark racing seventh. Gideon Lopel. Debbie Chodask is the trailer. They spring around the top turn, racing to the 3/8. Pollyanna G cuts it out, leads a length and a quarter. They're by the 3/8 now. Then Sassy Cat is second. Forrest Down is a third. Aaron's Mo is fourth. Hank Ship racing fifth. Then Fast Mark. Here comes Debbie Chodask. Gideon Lopel, the trailer, as they come come to the half, and it is Pollyanna G. She is the leader by a length and a quarter, with Sassy Cat racing second the half. 102 and 2. Out of the turn, Pollyanna G and Sassy Cat. Forrest down up on the outside, driving on third. Aaron's Moore, the rail is fourth. Hank Sip moves out to challenge from fifth. Then it's past Mark Depp, beat Joe Das, Gideon Lopel, the trailer on to the three-quarters. Pollyanna G now but 2 on the outside, driving hard second. Forrest down. Sassy Cat racing third. Hank Sip has gone to fourth on the outside as they go racing by the three-quarters. 133 and 3. Into the top turn, Pollyanna G but 2. Forrest down is a second. Sassy Cat racing a third. Then on the outside, Hank Sip. Aaron's Moore looks for room between horses. That is past Mark Debbie, Jodas, Gideon LaBelle. They spring for home. It is Pollyanna G. Forrest down is rough, and he's off stride. It is Pollyanna G. Forrest down, and Hank Sip colliding. And here they are, Pollyanna G, then Aaron's Moore, and Sassy Cat, and Cito's Thorpe, and Chelsea's Pride, and Hollybat. Here they come. They're off. Buckshot Baron has the lead on the outside and challenging. Coquette Judy's racing second. And Power Mac in between them racing third as they dip into the turn. Then Tuxedo's Thorpe goes to fourth. JD's Casey on the rail is fifth. Then Hollypat on the outside. Then it's TK Madeira, Chelsea's Pride. They go on. Up the backstretch, racing on to the quarter now. And it is Coquette Judy on top. She moves out by 2. Buckshot Baron is second. Power Mac has third. Tuxedo's Thorpe racing fourth. JD's Casey has fifth as they go racing out by the quarter now and swing into the top turn. Quarter 31 and 2. Pacing out on top. It is Coquette Judy. She leads now by 2.5. Buckshot Baron is second by 4. Power Mac racing third. Tuxedo's Thorpe is fourth. JD's Casey has fifth. And they come swinging through the stretch now and on to the half up front with the lead. Coquette Judy. Buckshot Baron has second. Here comes Tuxedo's Thorpe up on the outside to third. Power Mac has a fourth. Then Chelsea's Pride goes to fifth. JD's Casey. Then it's TK Madeira. At Hollybat trails the half in 5 and 1. They're into the turn second time. Pacing with the lead, Coquette Judy. Tuxedo's Thorpe challenging a second. Buckshot Baron has third. JD's Casey now fourth. Power Mac fifth between horses. On the outside, Chelsea's Pride going on to fourth. And up front, the two leaders are at it neck and neck. And now it's Tuxedo's Thorpe getting to the top on the outside. It goes Buckshot Baron up from third to challenge as they go racing by the three-quarters. The two leaders still neck and neck. 37 and 2 by the three-quarters. They are 3 wide around the top turn. Pacing on top in between horses, Tuxedo's Thorpe. Now Coquette Judy again on the inside. Buckshot Baron on the outside, still out of 3 wide, neck and neck as they come springing for home. Now it is Buckshot Baron, Tuxedo's Thorpe, and Coquette Judy. Here comes Chelsea's Pride, and TK Madeira's up strong on the outside, but it's going to be Buckshot Baron, and here they are. Buckshot Baron, then TK Madeira and Chelsea's Pride. Time 2:10. And the fifth race is at the top of the stretch. We've got Travel King at Bay River Duke. Glengal, Canina, Bengal Hill, Miramichi, Etter, Hummer Gum, and Misty Hill Mary. Carmen Sealster, here they come. They're off Bay River Duke, the leader, but Carmen Sealster wings up strong on the outside. He's second, driving for the lead. And it is Bay River Duke and Carmen Sealster racing second. He's going to settle for the 2-hole as they go racing by the 8th. On to the quarter, Bay River Duke and Carmen Sealster. There goes Glen Galcanata driving up on the outside. She goes to third. Travel King is a fourth as they race on to the quarter. Then Misty Hill Mary is a fifth. That is Bengal Hill. Quarter 29 and 2. They're rid of the top turn. Bay River Duke cuts it out. Carmen Sealster Sealster laying second. Glen Galcanana's gone to the rails. He's racing third. Travel King is a fourth. Misty Hill Mary, Bengal Hill, far back to Hummer Covenant. Maramachietta and the leaders come through the stretch now. Racing to the half. It is Bay River Duke and Carmen Sealster racing a second. Here comes Travel King out from fourth as they go racing out by the half now. Bay River Duke in command by a length. That half in 59 and 4. They're rid of the turn. Second time it's Bay River Duke, and up on the outside Travel King is going on. It is Travel King going to second. Carmen Sealster on the rail third. Bay River Duke, Travel King, Carmen Sealster, he'll be looking for room. Misty Hill Mary goes to fourth. Then it's Glen Galcanana, Bengal Hill as they go racing out by the three-quarters now. Bay River Duke still the leader with three-quarters 1:30 and 4 around the top turn. Bay River Duke, Travel King is second. Carmen Sealster still looking for room as they come to the 7/8. It is Bay River Duke, Carmen Sealster sitting pretty. Then Travel King on the outside through the lane. Bay River Duke is holding. Bay River Duke, Travel King. Here comes Misty Hill Mary, and here they are. It is Bay River Duke, Travel King, Misty Hill Mary off stride. Then Carmen Sealster, Glen Galcanana, Bengal Hill, and the time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. Legitimate Power, Dandy Spring, Woodmere Harry, Maple Grove Titan, Silas Yankee, Chuck Star, C.J. Spudland, Royal Receipt A. Here they come. Clear off, and Silas Yankee has the lead on the outside. Chuck Star racing up a second. On the inside, Legitimate Power goes through, and he is pacing to the top. And they are 4 wide around the turn. Legitimate Power now is on the run. Racing up by the 8th, that is Silas Yankee and Chuck Star. Then C.J. Spudland goes to 3rd. Woodmere Harry, he's racing 4th. Dandy Spring, Royal Receipt A. And up on the outside goes Maple Grove Titan with Legitimate Power back pacing as they go by the quarter. 31 and 2. They race on into the top turn at Silas Yankee. Now Woodmere Harry up strong on the outside, and he goes to the top. Woodmere Harry moving out now by a length, but he takes him by the 3/8 marker. Swinging off the turn, they come through the stretch and race on to the half. Woodmere Harry, Silas Yankee second. Then Chuck Star is third. Now Dandy Spring comes up strong. He gets to third. Chuck Star is fourth. C.J. Spudland out moving fifth. Then Royal Receipt. Then Maple Grove Titan. Legitimate Power trails the half. 1:03 and 4, and they're into the turn second time. Racing to the 5/8. Up front with the lead, Woodmere Harry. Dandy Spring goes to second. Silas Yankee third. C.J. Spudland is fourth. Chuck Star fifth. Maple Grove Titan going out 3 wide. Racing on from 6th. Then it's Royal Receipt A and Legitimate Power. And up on the outside, Maple Grove Titan to 3rd, and they're 3 wide. They're neck and neck as they go to the 3/4. 3 of them by the 3/4. It's 1:36 and 2. Woodmere Harry, Dandy Spring on the outside. Maple Grove Titan 3 wide. He's 3rd. Silas Yankee is 4th. Then C.J. Spudland, Chuck Star, Royal Receipt A, Legitimate Power. They come springing for home. It is Woodmere Harry pacing on top. Dandy Spring is second. Silas Yankee looks for room, doesn't have it. On the outside, Maple Grove Titans coming on. It is Woodmere Harry, Silas Yankee coming through. Here they are, close, need a photo. Then Woodmere Harry, Silas Yankee, tight. Time for the mile, 2:09.
Waiting for you.
And the photo for win number 3, Woodmere Harry. Bay pacing called Tube, a Miracle Chip from Just a Plain Harriet. Owned by Gordon Ford of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Marcel Barrio. And in the photo number 5. There off Liberty Beacon quickly goes to the top. Lordham's Gem racing second on the inside. First for Amy goes to 3rd with Sunrise Irish 3 wide driving up. First for Amy to second now. Lordham's Gem of the Reel is third. Sunrise Irish 3 wide racing a fourth. Then Shy Scotch has a fifth. Isaac Character, Ebony's Boy, Marland Todd trails, racing to the quarter. Liberty Beacon on top, and first for Amy settles for cover behind the leader. Sunrise Irish up on the outside goes to third. Anther by the quarter, 30-1 into the top turn. Liberty Beacon, Sunrise Irish is now second on the outside. Lapped down the leader, challenging for the top as they come to the 3/8. They're by it. It is Liberty Beacon and Sunrise Irish challenging strong second, pacing for the lead. First for Amy, third, then Lordham's Gem, Shy Scotch, Ebony's Boy. Then up on the outside comes Marland Todd and Isaac Character. It is Sunrise Irish, the leader on the outside as they go by that half. 1:01 and 2 into the turn, second time, racing to the 5/8. Sunrise Irish now the leader by a length. Liberty Beacon racing a second. First for Amy is third. Then Lordham's Gem racing fourth, and thick goes Liberty Beacon out from second, challenging for the lead again. Liberty Beacon goes to the top. Then up on the outside goes first for Amy, racing on from third, going to second as they go by the 3/4 now. They're by the 3/4 at 1:34 into the top turn. It is Liberty Beacon. First for Amy is second. Shy Scots 3 wide, driving up third. 4 wide. Isaac Character now comes to fourth. Lordham's Gem is fifth. Sunrise Irish, Marland Todd, Ebony's Boy. They are springing for home. It is Liberty Beacon. First for Amy on the outside. Far outside, here comes Isaac Character. It is Liberty Beacon. First for Amy. Now it's Isaac Character. Here they are to the wire. Isaac Character, Liberty Beacon, and first for Amy. And the time for the mile, 2:07. Isaac Character, brown pacing, caught 3. By Characterized from Le Bon Femme. The top of the stretch, Stately Sealster, Pine Bud Delight, Shirley Speed, Porter Sealster, Lucky Lucille, Looned by Dusty, Miramichi Jet, and Adios Port, and here they come. They're off Pine on the inside. Stately Sealster is racing second. Porter Sealster goes to a third. Then Shirley Speed is fourth. Miramichi Jet outside racing a fifth. Then Loon Bay, Dusty, Lucky Lucille, Adios Port trails as they go by the 8th. And they race on up the backstretch, driving on to the quarter. Out front, cutting it out, Pine Bud Delight. Porter Sealster racing second. Stately Sealster has third. Going up on the outside, Miramichi Jet is racing fourth and goes to third now as they go by the quarter, 30-2. It is Pine Bud Delight with Miramichi Jet. Now second, lap down the leader. He's bidding for the top. Porter Sealster's on the rail with third. Then it's Stately Sealster, Shirley Speed. Here comes Lucky Lucille out and moving. Loon Bay, Dusty, Adios Port. They swing through the stretch and come driving on to the half. It is Pine Bud Delight. Then on the outside, Miramichi Jet. They're racing neck and neck. Porter Sealster lays third. Lucky Lucille is now fourth. Then it's Stately Sealster, Shirley Speed, Adios Port, and Loon Bay, Dusty. And they're by the half and 3-1. Neck and neck for the lead as they dip into the turn on way to the 5/8. Pine Bud Delight is on the inside. Miramichi Jet is on the outside. Then it is Porter Sealster, Lucky Lucille racing a strong fourth going on. Then Stately Sealster, Adios Port. Then up on the outside goes Loon Bay, Dusty. And the trailer now is Shirley Speed as they race to the 3/4. They're fanning out 3 wide. And on the outside, Lucky Lucille moving to the top. 3/4, 1:34-1. Lucky Lucille now but 2. Pine Bud Delight racing a second. Miramichi Jet is on the run. They come to the 7/8. Lucky Lucille but 2.5. Pine Bud Delight, Porter Sealster, Stately Sealster swinging for home. Lucky Lucille pacing away. On the outside, Porter Sealster comes to second. Stately Sealster moving out to challenge third, but it's going to be Lucky Lucille, and here they are. Lucky Lucille, Porter Sealster, Stately Sealster. And the time for the mile, 2:05 and 3. Dusty's Robbie, Boyden Sealster, Jimmy Will, Gramps Champ, and Tempered Ribbon. Here they come. They're off. Glengal Mystery pacing quickly to the top. Boyden Seelster's racing second. Jimmy Foot on the outside. He is driving up a wide third. Rum Joe is fourth on the rail. Dusty's Robbie fifth. Then Fontana Joe grabs champ. And Tempered Ribbon trails. They're by the eighth, and it's on up the backstretch, racing now to the quarter. Jimmy Will is on the outside and challenging for the top. Glengal Mystery is holding it. Jimmy Will challenging a second. Then up on the inside, Boyden Seelster fills the hole. He's third. Jimmy Will is parked. And they're by that quarter in 29 and 4. It is Glengal Mystery. And uptight second, Boyden Seelster. Jimmy Will is parked. Rum Joe has a fourth. Then it's Dusty's Robbie. Fontana Joe grabs champ. Tempered Ribbon trailing. Through the stretch now, they come driving on to the half, and Glengal Mystery's pacing on top. Boyden Seelster has second. Jimmy Will is hanging a third. Out three wide. Here comes Dusty's Robbie rushing on as they come to the half. Glengal Mystery, Jimmy Will, Boyden Seelster. Dusty's Robbie three wide goes to fourth. Fontana Joe goes to fifth. They're by the half. 1:02 and 4. They're rid of the turn. Second time racing to the 5/8. It is Glengal Mystery. Jimmy Will racing a second. Boyden Seelster locked in third. Dusty's Robbie still three wide going on from fourth and going on. Dusty's Robbie goes to second now as they race on to the three quarters. Dusty's Robbie is bidding for the top, but Glengal Mystery holding it. They're neck and neck. Those they go racing out by the three quarters. Glengal Mystery holding his lead in 1:34. Into the top turn, Glengal Mystery, Dusty's Robbie, Boyden Seelster, Fontana Joe, then Rum Joe. Jimmy Will grabs champ. Tempered Ribbon. They come by the 7/8 marker now. They're springing for home. It is Glengal Mystery still holding the lead. Dusty's Robbie driving second. Fontana Joe driving up a strong third coming on. Glengal Mystery, Fontana Joe now second coming on. To Glengal Mystery now it's Fontana Joe. Here they are. Fontana Joe, Glengal Mystery, and Dusty's Robbie. At the time it's passing by Shuzbot, the Critic, and Glengal Panther, and here they come. They're off. Stormy Time quickly going to the top. Shuzbot up and challenging second. Tipster has third. Chris down on the inside. He is fourth. Neck and neck for the lead, and it is Shuzbot. Stormy Time is racing second. Tipster has third. Chris down is fourth. Shuzbot moving out. Turning it on as he goes on up the backstretch, racing to the quarter. He's on top now by 5. Stormy Time second. Tipster is a third. Chris down has fourth. We go back another 6 lengths to dashing by the Critic and Glengal Panther going on as they race on by the quarter. The quarter 30 seconds. Into the top turn, Shuzbot the leader now by 2.5. Stormy Time closing the gap, racing a second. Tipster has third. Chris down is a fourth. Then Glengal Panther dashing by. The Critic is the trailer as they come by the 3/8 marker, spring through the stretch, and they come on to the half. Up front with the lead, Shuzbot, Stormy Time second, Tipster third, Chris down fourth, and Glengal Panther, the Critic, and dashing by as they come to the half, and Glengal Panther's out and moving going on as they race out by the half in 1:03 and 4. They're into the turn, second time, racing on to the 5/8. Shuzbot pacing on top, leading by 2. Stormy Time is second. Tipster driving third. Glengal Panther, Chris down. The Critic far back, dashing by on to the three quarters now. Shuzbot, Stormy Time racing from second. Tipster third. Glengal Panther, Chris down, moves up on the inside, goes to fourth. Glengal Panther back to fourth. Chris down, and the Critic is then dashing by, trailing three quarters, 35 and 2. They race on into the top turn. Shuzbot holding his lead. Stormy Time and Tipster. Tipster now comes to second. Stormy Time is third. Glengal Panther is fourth. Chris down on the Critic, and they spring for home. And it is still Shuzbot. Tipster driving up second. Stormy Time and Glengal Panther coming up on the inside. It is Shuzbot holding Glengal Panther on strong on the inside. Gonna be Shuzbot. Here they are. Shuzbot, Tipster, and Glengal Panther. Then Stormy Time, Chris down, the Critic, and dashing by. Time for the mile. 2:06 and Stevie Mason, Olga Will, Clipper Seelster, Silent Class, Henry Butler, LaSalle LaBelle, Autopilot, Peregrine, and Glenn Reynolds. Here they come. Clear off Volga pacing on top. Silent Class is second. From the far outside, Glenn Reynolds drives on. He's racing on third. Clipper Sealster has fourth. Henry Butler is fifth. Peregrine Ann, LaSalle LaBelle. Autopilot trails it by the eighth, and they are fanning out. 3 wide on to the quarter. Up between horses, Silent Class. On the outside, 3 wide, Glenn Reynolds. Now the leader. It is Glenn Reynolds. Silent Class racing second. Volga Will is third. Clipper Sealster racing fourth. Henry Butler fifth. Peregrine and LaSalle LaBelle. Autopilot that quarter, 28 and 4 around the top turn. Glenn Reynolds alike from Silent Class is second. Volga Will is third. Clipper Sealster, Henry Butler, Peregrine and LaSalle LaBelle. Autopilot through the stretch now. They come driving to the half. Here comes Clipper Sealster out from fourth. Racing to the half. It is Glenn Reynolds cutting it out. Silent Class is second. Clipper Sealster now driving a third. Volga Will is a fourth. Henry Butler out racing fifth. Right behind him it is Peregrine and the half. A minute and 3/5. Racing to the 5/8. Glenn Reynolds with the lead. Clipper Sealster challenging second. Silent Class locked in third. Henry Butler out driving fourth. Volga Will is fifth. Peregrine and LaSalle LaBelle on autopilot. It is on to the 3/4. Out wide on the outside and on strong. Peregrine Ann going to second, going forward, shows on top now. By the 3/4, they're rid of the top turn. 3/4, 1:31 and 4. It is Peregrine Ann now. Glenn Reynolds racing is second, autopilot. 3 wide now, driving third, coming on strong. Silent Class is looking for room, heading for home. Peregrine Ann, autopilot, driving a strong second. Silent Class, LaSalle LaBelle on the outside. Peregrine Ann, autopilot, LaSalle LaBelle, 3 of them neck and here they are. And it looked like autopilot too close to call. Time for the mile. 2:02. Romeo Boucher of Moncton, trained by Alain Bergeron. Wally Hennessy driving. That's his 4th footer this afternoon. Autopilot gets a new win race record of 2:02, winning the A&E Invitational.
Saturday afternoon at Shelley West. They can play 309 in Tennessee, CHSJ. And if you want to know all the latest at the Atlantic National Exhibition beginning tomorrow, for up-to-the-minute coverage of the 83 Atlantic National Exhibition, be listening for the A&E Today. We'll start all next week long beginning tomorrow right here on CHSJ. Saturday night comes alive with...
Just watch it live at Exhibition Park. Come on and live at Exhibition Park. The real life fun harness racing.
Here they come.